With Stephen Curry and Draymond Green both entering their mid to late 30s, the Golden State Warriors are in the final stages of their former dynasty. Nevertheless, Joe Lacob and Mike Dunleavy Jr. are doing everything in their power to give the franchise a shot at a fifth championship from the Curry era. When speaking to SiriusXM NBA Radio on Friday, August 8th, Curry admitted that while Golden State isn't going to be viewed as a championship favorite, they must be taken seriously. I truly believe we can be championship relevant in the sense of we're probably not going to be the favorite in any conversation, but we have a team that's capable of achieving that level again. Knowing all that we've been through over the last 13 years and those 4 trophies over there, Curry said. So to add to that would be amazing, and I think it's realistic to build towards that. I think for me that's literally the only thing I'm playing for at this point. With a core trio of Curry, Green, and Jimmy Butler, the Warriors have the top-end talent to be a threat in the Western Conference. However, the front office must ensure that Steve Kerr has the right amount of depth and talent in terms of the supporting cast. Warriors won't trade Kuminga this summer. The Warriors' biggest stumbling block this summer has been the unrestricted free agency of Jonathan Kuminga. The former lottery pick has been exploring his options around the NBA. However, after weeks of dragging his heels, the Warriors' front office appears to be shifting gears. According to Tim Kawakami of the San Francisco Standard, the Warriors now have no intention of trading away the explosive forward ahead of the new season. Kuminga won't be traded this summer, Kawakami reported on August 4th. He'll be back on the Warriors roster to start the season. And it'll either come when he signs the Warriors offer or accepts the $7.9 million one-year qualifying offer. Ideally, Kuminga will accept the new contract the Warriors have on the table. If not, he must sign his qualifying offer. Unfortunately for Golden State, that would mean Kuminga becomes an unrestricted free agent next summer. Warriors have no new off-season additions. Due to the Kuminga situation, Golden State remains the only franchise not to strengthen this summer. However, both Al Horford and DeAnthony Melton are waiting in the wings. Yet, their respective deals won't be completed until the Kuminga saga has reached its conclusion. As such, you can understand the growing urgency within the Warriors franchise. Adding players late in the summer isn't an issue. Nevertheless, the hope is that both players are still available and willing to sign before the start of Golden State's training camp. Kuminga's reluctance to re-sign with the franchise is putting their summer plans on hold. Unfortunately for Kuminga, Golden State's front office holds all the cards. As a restricted free agent, the team still has a sizable say on how things play out. Kuminga will be better served playing nice in the short term with a view to getting a move either before the trade deadline or this time next summer. The Golden State Warriors aren't easing into the new season. The league's early schedule leaks have them front and center from the jump, right where the NBA wants them. On October 21st, opening night, Golden State heads to Los Angeles to face the Lakers on NBC. Shams Charania dropped the news Thursday, with the Oklahoma City Thunder also hosting the Houston Rockets as part of a doubleheader. For the Warriors, it's a stage built for stars. Stephen Curry against LeBron James, again, if LeBron is still in purple and gold. Jimmy Butler on the big stage. And Luka Doncic gearing up for his first full season as a Laker, bringing a new kind of electricity to an already storied matchup. The first regular season NBC broadcast in over 2 decades makes it even bigger. The NBA is setting this one up to feel like an event because it is an event. Splash Brothers set for Christmas Day return. A couple of months later, Golden State gets another spotlight. The NBA's holiday tradition will feature the Warriors hosting the Dallas Mavericks in one of 5 Christmas Day games. And it's not just any Mavericks team. It's Klay Thompson returning to the Bay for Christmas, not for the first time, but always with extra meaning. It's Anthony Davis bringing his two-way dominance into Chase Center. And it's Dallas' new number 1 overall pick, Cooper Flagg, getting his first taste of the NBA's biggest regular season stage. Butler will be in his first Christmas game as a Warrior, while Draymond Green will almost certainly approach it like a playoff matchup. Everything about this one screams drama before the ball even goes up. The rest of the day's slate. Cleveland Cavaliers at New York Knicks. San Antonio Spurs at Thunder. Rockets at Lakers. Minnesota Timberwolves at Denver Nuggets. Warriors in the NBA's biggest moments. Opening night in LA and Christmas in San Francisco. The league couldn't make its intentions any clearer. The Warriors are still must-see TV. The October 21st game against the Lakers is an instant measuring stick, a chance to spoil the opening for a Western rival and set the tone for the season. Months later, the Christmas Day clash with Dallas could have playoff seeding implications. It's also a chance to see how this Warriors group stacks up against a retooled Mavericks team led by Davis, Thompson, and Flagg. The Warriors wanted to be in these games. Now they have them. National TV, high stakes, and all eyes watching. Ever since the Golden State Warriors traded Andre Iguodala in the 2019 offseason, they've scarcely had a bona fide sixth man capable of providing consistent winning impact to the organization. Buddy Hield threatened to be just that early last season, but fell off a cliff quite dramatically before finding life again in the playoffs. Usually by this point of the offseason, all the key contributors have signed somewhere in the league, yet the unique nature of this year's restricted free agents has stalled others on the market, including a recent Sixth Man of the Year winner. Malcom Brogdon could give the Warriors a bona fide sixth man. Veteran point guard Malcom Brogdon remains an unrestricted free agent and could be available at a significant discount, having just completed a 2-year, $45 million contract. Along with fellow guards De'Anthony Melton, Seth Curry, Gary Payton II, and most shockingly Josh Giddey, the Warriors reportedly hold some interest in Brogdon according to NBA insider Jake Fisher earlier in the week. I still think Malcom Brogdon is still someone to keep an eye for the Warriors. To my understanding, Golden State looked at Brogdon on the trade market back during last season when the Warriors were looking at options for De'Anthony Melton as a trade chip, Fisher said. He's been on their radar for some time. He's definitely still on their radar now. We're just 2 years removed from Brogdon winning Sixth Man of the Year during his lone season with the Boston Celtics, having averaged 14.9 points, 4.2 rebounds, and 3.7 assists, while shooting 48.4% from the floor and 44.4% from three-point range. Brogdon has been limited to just 63 total games over the last 2 years, but his numbers have remained steady in averaging nearly 15 points, nearly 4 rebounds, and 5 assists with the Portland Trail Blazers and Washington Wizards, respectively. The injury issues are an undoubted concern, yet that's also why Brogdon could be available on a minimum contract in free agency. A healthy version of Brogdon could provide the Warriors with a steady and reliable veteran presence off the bench, something Iguodala couldn't really provide upon his return in 2021, and who others have struggled to fill the void of. Otto Porter Jr. might be the closest the Warriors have had to that type of player in the last 5 years, which is ironic given he too came to the franchise with extensive injury concerns. Perhaps that could motivate Golden State into taking a risk on Brogdon, particularly given his ball handling, and playmaking could ease the burden on the shoulders of a 37-year-old Stephen Curry.